Hey guys, this is AI Gaming 1776 and I am showing you the graphics settings that I use with my GTX 970 to maintain roughly 60 frames per second anywhere on the map. And that's an important distinction because I'm going to show you some things, and hopefully I do this video right. I think this is like my 37th attempt to show this. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you the spoiler. Grass quality is on high, but everything else is pretty much maxed out, to include the fact that I have MSAA on. It's at times too, but it's still on. So let's get it going, and hopefully this doesn't make me out to be a liar. I just loaded the game up and we're in the 30s. See how we're at 30 frames per second? It's because this game, for whatever reason, does not like rendering grass. And that grass quality is very important. So what I'm trying to do is jump start it. Once you jump start the little guy and get it going 60 frames per second out here, it will actually stay there roughly. It'll go down to 50 a little bit. But yeah, there we go. We're at 60. We're at 60. Sometimes when you first load the game, and now we're back to 30. You see that? You make the U-turn and you go back to 30. So that's fun. This is why I keep having to redo the video, because sometimes it does what I tell you it's going to do and it will actually be 60 frames per second, and then other times it does this. It's super inconsistent. So let me load this again, see if that helps. So what happens is sometimes it does the 60 frames per second like I tell you it's going to do, but then we run into other problems. Alright, look, we're at 57, 60. Alright, I'm trying to feather the gas. It doesn't seem to want you to go headlong into the action. See, it was 60 and now it's 30. Alright, let's turn around and see if it goes, but look at that, you turn around, it went into the 50s. And look, we're at 60 again. There is something about being in the countryside on this game. Oh, now we're at 30. Let's turn it back around. Oh, well, we were at 59. Okay, 60. It's right here, 60. Let's try it again. See if it'll stick at 60 this time. This video has been maddening to make because I try to do my videos in one take. All right, it's not going to stick. So let's load the game again. Yeah, I try to do my videos in one take because I don't like having to splice footage together. Because here's what happens. If I can do this in one take, I can put it up on my YouTube channel, basically the raw file off of my camera. Alright, see, we're at 60 frames per second. Let me drive in reverse. I'm feathering it in reverse. Come on, buddy. Come on, we can do this. We can stay 60 frames per second. Alright, look, we're at 60. Oh no, as soon as I turn the camera around, check it out, 30. 30. Watch this. I'm going to turn the camera back. 60. I'll show you where I am on the map as I hit the wrong button. Hold on. Let's hit the proper button here. That's where I am on the map. Okay. So when this game wants to, the settings, you know what? I'm going to put grass on normal. I'm done. I'm completely out of patience with this. I want the game to stay at 60 frames per second, and if I have to have basic grass, then I'm just going to have basic grass. And that's how we're going to do it. Let me close this real quick. Don't worry, we're still recording. I'm still here. I just close it while it boots up my private info and all that. Hope you don't mind. And hopefully the game doesn't freeze, because if the game freezes, I can show you the other thing the game's been doing. Is, for whatever reason, the game's been freezing at the Rockstar logo quite a lot. Yeah, I've been having all kinds of interesting issues trying to play this game. Everyone says it's a good PC port, and when it wants to be, it is a very good PC port. The graphics look good. It plays fairly well. But then there's other times where it doesn't really seem to want to be a good PC port. There's times where it wants to freeze at the title screen where it says Rockstar. There's time that's not even the title screen. That's the splash screen, really. So there's times where it wants to freeze there, and I mean freeze. Like you have to go to the task manager, Control Alt Delete. All right, let's see if we got 60 frames per second. Feather the gas. Oh my goodness. We have 60 frames per second, guys. Let's not jinx it. Oh yeah, I put the grass on basic though. Yeah, isn't that cute? So here we are playing with, look, the game's screaming at 60 frames per second now. You see this? I mean, it's like a rock solid 60 frames per second. So what we're going to deal with is the grass is like low resolution, okay? See that? Low resolution grass. But we get 60 frames per second. What I've realized is grass in GTA 5 is like Tress effects in Tomb Raider 2013. Look how perfectly and smoothly the game is playing now that I gave in and put grass on normal. Let me show you why that's important, alright? Let me go, oh, we went down to 30 frames per second for some reason. Let's see, alright, going back to the highway, nice 60 frames per second. Let me show you something here. I'm about to show you in a second. Alright, we're at 60 frames per second. I just want to see if it's going to maintain 60 frames per second. And I've only got like 16 minutes to make this video because my camera, I like to do one raw file upload. I like to upload one raw file to YouTube. And my camera splits the clips every 16 minutes. So, alright, we're at 60 frames per second. Okay, so let's restart the game with Ultra Grass. Alright. Hopefully I do this all fast enough. Ultra. Yes. Alright, I'm going to close this again. Still here. Still recording. The new camera does not tell me how long my clip is. It's hilarious. I literally have no idea what these numbers are that are going right now. I have no idea what my camera's trying to tell me. It's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 digits going. And none of them are really explaining how long my clip is. So I went to a new camera because the old camera was, it had too much, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this shutter roll. I think it's called shutter roll. And the situation is, here I'm going to open this back up. The situation is, the other camera, when I moved it, was just too, not even shaky. It was like really blurry. And I do a lot of moving shots. It's supposed to be a good camera. It had high reviews. Alright, so here we are. 30 frames per second, as you would expect with Ultra Grass. Let me get the map. We're going to go down here is what we're going to do. Because I'm going to show you something. Alright, so 30 frames per second. It's because grass is on Ultra, okay guys? Grass in GTA 5 is like Lara Croft's hair in Tomb Raider 2013. Alright, so there you go, 30 frames per second. And you saw, I mean, we had to put grass on normal to get 60 earlier, but I've had most of the time, not in this video that I've made here, but most of the time, I can play with the grass on high and keep 60 frames per second. Now the whole reason I'm making this video is I have made the claim previously that in the city I can have the game almost completely maxed out at 1080p and keep 60 frames per second, but in the countryside the frame rate dips. And I've been trying to catch that on video so I can show you guys, because I don't like to make claims and then not back them up. So, and I've been trying to make this stupid video. Watch, it's about to flip to 60. Watch this. 60. I've made this video literally like 38 times now. So I know when it's going to happen. So look, we're at 60 frames per second. Now we're in the 50s. Now we're back at 60. And it's beautiful, right? I mean, you can tell it's like super high quality. Now granted, it's nighttime. I know the frame rate stays higher at nighttime. But it'll, even in daytime, it stays in the 50s and 60s. So here we are cruising. I'm trying to get out of this neighborhood and into the city proper. Because once you're in the city proper and there's no grass really to render, you know, there's like bushes here and there, but when there's not much grass, the game shines. So here we are, killing it at 60 frames per second. Look, everything's screaming. It's all smooth. If I'd quit running into other things with this car, if I would do a better job driving, you would see that it's just like screaming. Now what's funny is the game has to render all the traffic lights. It has to know when they're going to turn red and green. It's got to render the AI drivers, the AI pedestrians. It's got to handle all this lighting, and it's still doing 60 frames per second. But the darn game cannot handle grass. See how we're at 60 frames per second? All right, let me show you the graphics really quickly. The game's pretty much maxed out. Not only is it maxed out, look at this. I have advanced graphics. I have 3 clicks of extended distance scaling. Remember, I have a GTX 970, all right? 3 clicks of extended distance scaling. 3 clicks of that helps you a lot with texture pop-in, okay? I'll have to show you texture pop-in later when I don't want to make this video over 16 minutes, and hopefully I haven't already screwed that up. All right, look, I have 1080p, it's 1080, 60 frames per second, FXAA is on, MSAA is on at ×2, TXAA is off, population density, population variety, distance scaling are all maxed, okay? So let's go up here, texture quality maxed, shader quality maxed, shadow quality maxed, reflection quality maxed, reflection MSAA is on, it's at ×2, but it's on. Water quality is maxed, see it just goes up to very high. Particles quality is maxed, grass quality is maxed, shadows are on soft. I don't know what max is for the shadows. For soft shadows, I don't know what the max is, so you got me there. Post effects, and I say that because like is Sharp maxed? Is NVIDIA PCSS maxed? I have no idea. Is Softer or Softis, do those take more power than soft? I have no idea. Post effects is maxed. In-game depth of field is on. Anisotropic filtering is maxed. Ambient occlusion is maxed. Tessellation is maxed. Yeah, ambient occlusion only goes up to high. There isn't like no ultra. But look, in the city, and look how beautiful. See, even at just MSAA 2, look how beautiful the reflections are and the lighting and everything. Oh look, there's an orange Lamborghini over there. And let's go in this tunnel with all this lighting. So the game is beautiful. It can run in the city at almost completely max settings on a GTX 970, although a van just popped in over there. I saw that. Oops, changed the camera. But look how beautiful this game is. But it cannot handle grass. It just can't. Oops, let's go over to the game, load the game where we just were. It can't handle grass. So that's what's up. I wanted to show you, I said this before in a video for the GTX 745. I told you guys that when you go out to the countryside that my frame rate drops down to 30, and sure enough, I'm showing you. I can max the game out, get 60 in the city, here we are on the countryside, down to 30. And it's all because of that grass. Because you saw when I put grass on the lowest setting at normal, all of a sudden we got 60 frames per second again. So there you go, the Achilles heel. The Achilles heel, why do I say that so poorly? Heel. The Achilles heel of GTA5, look at that, we're in the 20s, is the grass. It's the gosh darn grass. Alright, this has been AI Gaming 1776. Hopefully this video has helped you. I love you guys watching my videos, and I appreciate the support. And we just got 20 frames per second.